my channel. If you're new here, I'm Hannah, and I share tips and tricks for busy moms to help you thrive in the hecticness of life. And if you're new, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. Today, I'm going to be talking about our homeschool routine. If you don't already know, we homeschool, and I'm actually a second-generation homeschooler, so I have a few years of homeschooling under my belt. But this year, I'm homeschooling our first grader and our preschooler, who is basically like in a 3K. So officially, I'm homeschooling a first grader and a preschooler with a toddler and a baby in tow. So as you can imagine, it is really important for me to have a good routine so that I can make sure that we get our work done. I also find that it's really helpful for my kids to know what's coming throughout the day so that they can get used to the routine and know what to expect. Today I'm specifically going to be talking about our homeschool routine only. Of course, there are other things we do throughout the day like meals and chores and all of those kinds of things, but today I'm just specifically going to be talking about our homeschool and how we get those things done. I am hoping to do another video soon on our morning routine, so be on the lookout for that. I break our homeschool day into 3 different parts, and the kids know what each part involves, so they always know what to expect for that time of day. The first thing that we do is our morning basket time. Basically, this is a basket of books that I have that we start off our day with, and what we do is we really just cuddle up on the couch. My kids love to have blankets, they love to have their water bottles and everything, so they're all set. And we all sit on the couch and I pull out the basket and we get started. The things that are in this are like we read some picture books, we usually sing some songs, we'll read a Bible story, we do our scripture memory during that time. So really this is just a good start to our day, and all of the kids can be involved in this. Also in this is either our history or our science curriculum. Now this is something that I read aloud to the kids, and during this time I allow the boys to play on the floor if they want to. They can play with Legos or cars as long as they're keeping the noise down and I can still read. They're allowed to do that. So they're not really sitting and listening all the time, although they really are picking up some of the stuff that we're reading about. Phoebe does sit with me, our first grader sits with me and looks at the book with me and follows along as I read either our history or science. We've all come to really love our morning basket time, and so it's very fun in the mornings when I tell the kids, okay, it's morning basket time, and we all get to sit up on the couch together and just do a lot of reading, really. So that's really one of our most enjoyable parts of our homeschool day. The second thing we do is our table time. This is time when I work individually with our first grader and our preschooler for them to get their real schoolwork done. For our first grader, this is our math and language arts, so including her reading, her handwriting, and phonics practice. For our preschooler, this is his letters, numbers, counting, colors, shapes. We're working on all kinds of things like that. We do a lot of hands-on activities and fun things, but that's specifically his time that I work with him. So really we just call it table time because that's the location. We come and sit at the table and they know that's our more focused work time. During this time, the baby is hopefully napping, and our toddler has his own quiet playtime, and usually that means he's in the pack and play with some books, puzzles, blocks, some things that he can play with, and he's in the same room. I just can keep an eye on him that way, but that way I don't have to worry about him getting into things, and we can just get our schoolwork done in that time. So those are the first 2 parts of our school day, and those are really the bulk of our school. That's when we get most everything done in the morning. Then usually the kids are out to play. We go outside. They play in their rooms, all of those kinds of things. Sometimes we run errands or we have other activities we need to do for the day, and so that will fit into that time. Then in the afternoon, we finish up our school day with what we call tea time. Really, this is our snack time, and so the kids are again gathered around the table. We do have some fun teacups and things that we use sometimes, but not always, but they still like to call it tea time. So the kids have their snack or tea or whatever, juice, water. They've got their snack. They're kind of quiet and settled again for a little bit. And then at that time, I do our read aloud that we're working on at the time. It's really helpful sometimes when their mouths are full, they're not talking, so they can be kind of quiet and have their snack, and I can get some of their reading done for them. Sometimes we will tack on that read aloud again at bedtime, especially on days that we don't get to it in the afternoons. And it's really just reading. It doesn't really feel like schoolwork, so it's not a big deal for us to find another time of day to read a book if we, for some reason, don't get to it during that tea time. And that's really it. After that, the kids are allowed to play. They can go outside. They can do what they want to do. Sometimes we have other play dates in the afternoon and things like that, but we're all done with school. So it's really just those three main parts of the day: morning basket time, table time, tea time. We break it up so the kids are not doing school solidly for a really long time. They get to play in between. They get to take a break from just sitting at a table and doing work. So it works really well for us. So I hope that was helpful for you, whether you're a homeschooler or whether you are thinking about being a homeschooler or whether you think you would never think about being a homeschooler. Just to kind of explain how we break our day into little pieces that help us get all of our schoolwork done without just sitting at a desk for lots of hours. I really try to keep our homeschool fun and interesting because my goal as a homeschool mom is really not just to stuff my kids full of information or to make them do 1,000 worksheets for the year or whatever, but it's really that my goal for them is to be lifelong learners and to really enjoy learning, to enjoy the process, and to just know that they can learn about anything that they want to learn about and they're interested in. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. My next video is going to be about our homeschool curriculum choices that we've made for this year, and I hope that you'll join me back for that. Thanks, see y'all later.